Virgo, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with just your Celtic cross spread. And then once I lay out all the cards, I'll go through and start interpreting. Let's find out what you need to focus on. Tell me about your past. And your strength. Let's find out what else is influencing this situation. Oh, getting the devil. I'll explain that one in a minute. Tell me about your hopes or fears. Tell me about your potential outcome. So your overall energy is coming across as the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this tells me that you're in a place in your life where you know what you're willing to accept and not accept. And you're at a point right now where you're just not accepting a lot of things from a lot of people. You're cutting out a lot of things from your life, or you've recently done that. It feels like you've recently cut out a lot of things from your life. And now you're at this point where, okay, well, now what? You know, it's one of those, the cycle ended and you're ready for this new beginning. It's coming. So in your present energy, I'm getting the Eight of Wands, which indicates there's some sort of communication coming your way. And the Emperor here, this is coming from someone who, the message is going to come through from some sort of mature male. Take it as it resonates. It could be a female, but it's somebody who is very, very much confident. I want to say alpha, somebody who is very structured. Structure is probably the best way to say it. Kind of somebody who's set in their ways a little bit, just somebody who has no problem telling you his or her opinion. That's the kind of message that you're getting, a message from somebody with that type of personality. Could be somebody with children, doesn't have to be, but that was coming across too. So what you actually need to focus on here is the Fool. So the Fool is all about brand new beginnings. And that is kind of the headspace that you're sitting in because you've already released some things from the past. And I can see that here too. So I'm getting the card of Leo, Strength. This is sitting in the reverse in your past. So whatever it is, there was something here that really required a lot of effort and energy on your part to move away from something. But then when you did, you were glad you did. And that's part of that Queen of Swords energy of cutting out the things that aren't in your best interest. And sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to figure out exactly what that is. When I look down here at your strength, I'm getting the Knight of Wands. And what came through right away when I laid the card down was action. You are somebody who kind of sets their mind to something and then goes for it. However, in your near future, I am seeing the Two of Pentacles. So there is still some juggling that is happening in your life. And it could just be that you have a very busy life and that there's always something that's demanding your attention. But I am getting this whole juggling of burdens here in the near future. And I think that has a lot to do with this devil energy here. So the devil energy here is here to remind you that not everything is meant for your best interest. There are some things in this life, in these situations, that are meant to be lessons learned. And you're kind of learning some of those lessons. I think you've learned some lessons for sure. But I think you're still, the devil and the Two of Pentacles to me are coming across as there's still a little bit of work to be done here from removing some of the negativity from your life. Because that negativity does wear on you after a while. And it looks like the negativity is from your past for sure. So I'm getting the Six of Cups in reverse, which tells me that there is something or somebody from your past. Maybe you have children with somebody. Children have come through twice now. So take it as it resonates. Could be you, could be the other person. But you are recognizing, or you have recognized everything that went wrong in the past, in your past relationships, but you're still in this pattern of not fully releasing all of it because you are juggling some of it still, even though you know what's in your best interest, but there's still a piece of you that's holding on to something. Your hopes or fears is actually coming across as the Two of Cups in reverse. So it's actually coming across as both a hope and a fear. You want a relationship. You just don't want the type of relationships that you've had. You definitely don't want the type of relationships that you had. And so your fear is that that cycle is going to continue and you're going to keep attracting the same type of person. But your hope is that you don't. I am seeing here in your potential outcome the Four of Swords in reverse, which indicates to me that this period of healing that you've been going through, and it feels like you've been going through it for a while. I mean, this is something that is just taking its time for you to process everything. I do see you at the tail end of it here with the Two of Pentacles and the Devil card coming up. But the Four of Swords indicates to me that you're going to get past this point of healing, that you're finally going to realize the progress that you've made. That's going to happen for you at some point in the near future. So let's find out about this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, Four of Wands. Let's find out about this Emperor. Justice. So, very interesting grouping of cards because they're all in the upright. So there is some sort of communication related to a long-term commitment from somebody that's possibly older than you. Definitely somebody who is established, again, kind of set in their ways a little bit, very traditional, but also very balanced here with the Justice card. So it's also the card of Libra. Take it as it resonates. The Emperor is Aries. So there is this whole dynamic of trying to balance fiery passion with practicality. So let's find out about this Fool. Actually, they both feel right. Okay, so you're being encouraged to focus on new beginnings. And what came out, both in the upright, were the Devil and the Lover. So that's the second time the Devil card has come out for you. And so when it comes to new beginnings, specifically in romantic relationships, you are being encouraged to pursue a completely different type of person, pursue a different type of relationship. Don't allow yourself to settle for the old patterns of the past. You're recognizing, and you've made so much progress, you put in so much effort and work to be able to see the red flags in people. Don't ignore them. Don't. Because you're making progress and you don't want to slide backwards. Yeah. You definitely don't want to slide backwards because you've already moved away from that type of energy. You want to be done with it. So it's up to you to make sure that you are. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Chariot. Yeah, you're really good at taking action and moving forward here. And this is, I mean, with the Chariot, this is something where when you're ready to take action, you go in, all in, and you tend to be successful. You tend to get what you want when you behave that way. When you really set your mind to something, you're very good at achieving what it is that you decide you want. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. Yep, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. So you are definitely sitting at this crossroads and you're trying to figure out how to stop juggling all the burdens. How do I balance my life a little bit more? How do I balance my life a little bit more? How do I remove some of this devil energy? So tell me about the Devil. Yeah. So what's coming across here, the Six of Pentacles, is not just an equal give and take, but it's about being on the same page. So this is about stepping into a relationship and having communicated your expectations and having the other person actually want the same things. Easier said than done. A lot of times people say they want something and then behave differently. So take it as it resonates. You might be going through something like that, where somebody really said, you know, I want a commitment, but then you rarely hear from the person, or you don't really see the person that often. And it's like, well, what does commitment mean to you? Because a commitment to me means this. What does it mean to you? Tell me about the Six of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands here. So you're definitely moving away from somebody in the past who really presented themselves. You're moving away from a type of person who really presented themselves as being everything that you wanted. Could have been a fire sign, doesn't have to be, so Aries, Leo, Sag. But what I'm really getting is that this person's words and actions didn't line up. That's what I'm getting from this card, and it's very consistent with the other cards that I'm getting. It's just, this person is in your past and you want them to stay there. So let's find out about this too. Ooh. Okay. Those two cards flipped. So I'll just make sure no other cards flipped. Nope, we're good. So in the Two of Cups reversed, I'm getting the Judgment card, which indicates to me, again, this is about you closing out this cycle, about completing all the work that you've been doing for yourself. And it's about releasing these past love and this past sadness, anything that you went through that made you feel like you were less than. So somebody somewhere along the line made you feel like you weren't good enough, which isn't true at all. It just means that relationship wasn't right for you. That person was never going to be able to make you happy. Yeah. Four of Swords, the reason that you're healing is because you're finally letting it all go. With the Eight of Cups in reverse, you're walking away from whatever this heartache was in the past, whatever these behaviors were, whatever circumstances came about that really made you start reevaluating and really analyzing everything. You're going to be done with it. And when you're done with it, you're going to feel much better about it. And it's going to be one of those moments where it may be a subtle aha, when one day you're just going to realize, oh, I feel better. I feel good. And I'm ready to move on with my life. And that's kind of the energy that it's going to be. It's not going to be this, this like earth-shattering thing, but it's going to be something that kind of hits you and you'll just know. Let's see if we can get one card. One card for Virgo. Looks like that one. Oop. Two cards. Okay. One is surrender to the divine. And the other one is a personal issue reaches conclusion. So they definitely both apply to you, Virgo. So I hope this reading resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.